Go out mudding. Yeah. Mudding. Good lord. Reminds me of a story. Not an overly interesting one. I had a... This is many years back. We were at a restaurant, and we had this, attractive waitress. She's a nice young lady, and there's me and 3 other dudes, and 2 of my friends were hitting on her pretty hardcore. It was sad and pathetic. And so, at one point, like and the reason I'm thinking about this is because she said something about her and her boyfriend going mudding, and I was like, oh god, no. But anyway, they were hitting on her pretty hard, and when the time came to pay up the check and the
how's it going?
Go ahead and get my energy drink on. Hello? Oh, it's $4 now. Price is going up. Inflation's a bitch.
Thank you.
It went up a whole $1 in the last hour. But anyway, so yeah, time came to pay, and I gave her like a normal tip for whatever it was. I think I gave her a little bit more. I like to tip a little bit more. Yeah, I'm a big tipper. Yeah, just saying, humble brag. But so one of the dudes, he lays down a 20, and she's like, "Oh, okay. Well, like, how much change do you want?" He's like, "No, that's yours." And she's like, "What?" She's like, "No." Then the other dude's like, "Oh, okay. Well, then." He lays down a 22. A 20 as well, not a 22, not a gun. Oh yeah, here's your tip, a gun. Oh wait, hold on. And so, this is gonna be one of these people. And so she's like, "Oh, I can't accept this because not even including my tip and the other guy's tip, there was $40 in tips, and it wasn't that expensive of a place."
Royalty. I don't know anything about Russia at all. I feel so embarrassed. Don't you adore our beautiful city? Have you been here before? How long do you plan on staying? Oh, goodness. I am prattling on. I am so sorry to keep you waiting, but this traffic is horrendous. Order drinks, Mr. Shenkov. I'll be there soon. The club has a top chef at the country club. He's even been on television. Have a look at the menu.
Briefcase located. She didn't seem to be that upset about it. Unless, I mean, obviously he's not actual Russian royalty by any stretch, but... So yeah, anyway, so they lay down the 40, just between them, like $40. They might have actually laid down more, I don't remember. I want to say they almost put down more, like to one-up each other, but we'll say 20 to keep it somewhat realistic. And she just kept saying, she's like, no, I can't take this. This is ridiculous. Because like I said, it wasn't that expensive a meal. Oh god, I said of a meal. Oh fuck, right after that rant. Sorry. Anyway, so I was like, look, man, just take the money from these idiots. I was said, if these morons want to give you $40 for a tip, I'm like, just say thank you and take it. And they gave me this nasty look. And funny enough, later on, because the whole time I was making fun of them because I knew, I'm not a dumbass, right? I understand that a lot of times when the waitress is, being nice, she's doing her job. That's her waitress or a waiter or a waitress. They're being nice. I mean, I know that because it's my job to be nice that when I really don't necessarily want to be all the time. So I know all about that shit and, it's fucking common sense. But of course, they kind of read that as, oh, she's flirting or whatever. So, I mean, obviously she was just being nice to be cool. And again, that's her job. And when you're nice as a waiter or waitress, you probably get bigger tips. So at any rate, yeah, it's like, so anyway, they're like hitting on her. And I was kind of making fun of them the whole time, trying to just get them like a hard time, but in front of her to like make it worse. So later on, I heard one of the dudes, like after I left, was like, "Oh man, like I totally could have like could have got that girl's number, but he kept giving me shit in front of her and that like put her off." I was like, "What? No, you couldn't have. You most certainly could not have." And they gave him shit about that because they're like, "No, you couldn't. She had no interest. She has a boyfriend, idiot. And you're not really anything worth leaving a boyfriend for." But yeah, anyway, that was my not very funny story. It's funnier when I tell it to people that were there. As most stories are, I think. Boosh. I like using houses to kind of... to cut corners better. I just like use houses. I think that's a very efficient method that's worked pretty well so far. But, yes, those were the days. I don't know where those two guys are these days. I don't know what one of them is. But I'm still a friend of mine. Actually, if you watched like my Diablo videos, it's Broken Troll, who I tend to do a lot of co-ops with. He was one of the dudes. Not one of the dudes hitting on the girls, just to be clear. Awesome. I'm amazing at these games. You heard? The word? Does anything to do with the word? Da. You help me escape? I have list. You are safe. Perhaps. Stand by for orders. I have list. You help me escape. Interesting. So blackmail material, perhaps?
That doesn't get old. That guy's from the
What,
news.
hacking you? You have no problem fencing this stuff. Christ, what a pair we make. We're a couple of entrepreneurs. On my way to pick it up. Oh, hello. Church, don't mind if I do. Entrepreneurs will have to entrepreneur somewhere else. You know, I like to go to restaurants with, I don't know where this random discussion is coming from, but I like to go to places like Hooters and whatnot. But like, I'm never one of those guys who is just like hitting on the girls and like trying to touch them and shit. It's like, man, don't do that. Like every time I see that shit, I'm just like, don't do that shit. If you're gonna go to places like that, I mean, that's all well and good, but respect the women who work. Well, respect everybody who works there. It's my general rule. Respect people and treat them as people. I know it's goddamn insane, but a maddening thought. My favorite place around here is this place called Tilted Kilt. Absolutely love that place. They have really good food too. Like, I mean, obviously the girls have the outfits, the sexy outfits, whatever. I'm a guy. What? It's okay to enjoy that kind of thing, as long as, again, I think you're respectful. And I always try. And I like I say, I treat people like people. I've never understood the mentality that you look at somebody as either a sexual object or you look at them as a person. It's like, I don't really look at them as sexual objects, period. And I would hope people in general don't do that. Even if it was a woman looking at a sexy, like a waiter that they thought was attractive, I would hope that they see them as a sexy human being or an attractive person, not just, some guy that's attractive to look at. I don't know. Why am I talking about this shit? Somebody's going to get pissy about it. Since it's very... The thing nowadays is to immediately call sexism constantly. Or immediately. That's a word that no longer has a meaning. Anyway. Getting too political. Well, not really political, but you know what I mean. I try to keep the Let's Plays relatively without politics or any of that bullshit. Just because a lot of people don't want to hear it. They want to hear, at least, I mean, the very least, I try to talk about the game a lot, obviously, because, that's what I'm playing. And I've been doing a very good job of it today. But if nothing else, I try to avoid politics in general. So, yeah. Sorry for the side rant. Or side discussion? Shit, I don't know. And by the way, if you ever have I want to make this clear. I say a lot of, like, pretty in-your-face shit. Like, I do censor. I'm not going to say I don't censor myself, because I absolutely do. Where in the hell is this other one? Oh, wow, you're an idiot. I don't necessarily censor myself, but I definitely say things that, especially nowadays, people would take offense to, because people are super sensitive to pretty much everything. But if I ever say something like offends you, feel free to send me like a private message. I'm not going to be like an asshole to you or anything. Oh, let's hack this guy.
Yeah. That's good. Really good. I'm happy to hear it.
Thanks, Dad. Everything okay with you?
Oh, I'm fine, dear. Making the best of it.
I'm just a hoarder.
You know how it is.
Yeah. You still going to church?
Yes. It's just... Well, actually, I've been taking a break. I don't feel right being there alone.
Yeah, I miss Mom, too. But we need to keep her faith. Now more than ever, right? look, I have to go. We're having guests over tonight, and I've been running around all day.
Of course. Okay. It's fine. Okay, sweetheart. Will I get to see you soon?
Look, I'll try to give you a call later this week, okay?
Sure. Okay. Have fun tonight. I love you.
Yeah, all right, I love you too, Dad. Take care, okay?
Sure. Bye, dear.
Bye.
Cats in the cradle with a silver spoon. Little boy blue and the man in the moon. When you go something something son, I don't know when. We'll get to... Oh god. Oh, sorry about that. The game really did not like my rendition of Cats in the Cradle with a Silver Spoon, which had relevance there. I hope you recognized. I was gonna borrow you guys' car. That's okay. But yeah, like, I need to make a video about this sometime, because I don't have a problem with saying shit that I think people might be offended by, because to put it bluntly, I generally don't care if people are offended by things that I say. I don't tend to say things just to offend people, even though I do on occasion. But I'm not one to want to temper what I say because somebody else might take offense to it. Oh. Hey. Son of a bitch. Hey, you know what? Never mind. I ain't got time for that. But yeah, I don't really care if people are offended. Now that said, if you ever I say something that offends you on my channel, definitely, you know, feel free to send me a message. I'm not going to give you shit. I'm not going to call you out. I'm not going to say, yeah, this idiot GoToke520 sent me this message about crying about how I made them angry or hurt their feelings. Not going to do that. We're not going to do that. However, keep in mind that, you know, I will definitely take what you say. I will note it, and I will, you know, seriously consider what you say. But also respect that I might say, hey, you know what? I respect that you are offended by this, but I'm not going to change what I'm saying. And then at that point, I mean, if you don't want to, you know, watch the content anymore, I'm okay with that. Like, I understand that. Like, not going to begrudge you because, you know, if I say something that, you know, upset someone and they want to stop watching because of it, that's fine. But I also expect respect in saying I'm not going to change either, right? Does that make sense? It seems like it's so hard for people these days to mutually just say, okay, well, this isn't working out. I don't like this. I'm not going to buy it. I'm not going to watch it. I'm going to, you know, whatever. It has to be this big bullshit, man. Today's been a ranty day, isn't it? I'm sorry about that. Well, I'm sort of sorry about it. But it's just been a ranty day. I don't know what the hell's up my arse today. But yeah, like, people just can't, like, just say, look, this isn't working. Neither one of us are bad people. It's just not working. Like a relationship. But it's got to be, oh, you're fucking terrible. I hate this, and you're a terrible human being, and blah, blah, blah. It's like, anyway, I should make a video about this. Watch Dogs. Watch Dogs. Hopefully you guys don't mind me going on these little rants too much. Alright, I feel like I'm attacking this from the wrong angle. Haha, no pun intended. I thought I saw something over here, too. But, I guess long story short, and I'll stop talking about it. If you find something I say offensive, either say something in comments, or if you don't feel comfortable saying in comments, which I totally understand. And by the way, if somebody ever says something in comments that I find is constructive criticism, no matter what it's about, and somebody gives you shit, I will shit all over that person. I want you to know that for sure. Even if I don't agree with you, if you're, you know, reasonably stating your opinion about, again, anything, doesn't matter what it is, has to be being offended by something. I think this will be it. Yep. And somebody's like, oh, fuck you, if you don't like it, leave. But yeah, like I'm one about, and I think too many people these days, God, man, this will be the last thing I talk about, I promise. And then we'll go back to the game. Hello. Oh shit, the cops. Pay no attention to me. Oh, I guess because I wasn't breaking the law, they didn't freak out. That's pretty cool. Oh, there's the drinking game. We need to do that. But yeah, I feel like another problem that I see a lot is that people are afraid to give constructive criticism because other people will just immediately get super defensive. Either the viewer, like either the person who put the content up, or the person, or like people who are fans of that person. Well, oh, if you don't like it, you can fucking leave. Like to see you do it yourself. Blah blah blah. This kind of nonsense. So because like sometimes I'll get somebody who actually doesn't like what I'm doing, like the audio's off, or don't like that I do this or don't like I do that, and they're very like timid about saying anything. I'm like, look, if there's something you don't like,
no one wants a drink.
Feel free to say something. Like I want people to give me feedback, positive and negative, because I want to improve. If I don't get positive and negative feedback, I don't improve, right? So I want people to say, what don't you like? What do you like? But unfortunately, because people, when they approach me, I'll get situations where they're like, oh, I'm not a hater, or I'm not, being mean or whatever, but this and this. I'm just like, that's okay. That's understandable. And I'll either work on it, or B, that's just how I do it, and I'm just going to stick with it. I mean, again, that just comes with being respectful to each other. I don't know. I don't know why this is so difficult. Anyway, that's enough ranting. I've done way too much. Like, I don't even really ranting, but just I don't know what it was, but I do want to make some videos about that. But anyway, I try to keep the channel game related for the most part, because there's a lot of things I like to just rant about that have no ties to games. But shit, I'm trying to look at how much time is left. I mean, these are pretty easy for the most part, though. At least on the keyboard and mouse, the superior game controlling mechanism. So let me know what you guys think. Speaking of feedback, what do you... Oh my god. Let me know what you guys think. Do you like when I talk about things like... I mean, I think it's understood that after, 60 parts in a game, eventually you're going to be talking about things un-game related. But do you like the occasional, like, talking about, oh shit, random shit that has nothing to do with the game, like I was doing earlier? Do you like, no, I want you to stick more with the game, blah, blah, blah. Give me feedback. Let me know in the comments what you like. Tell me. I should make that a rule. Going forward, I say, okay, everybody has to leave. Every couple videos, everyone has to leave one positive and one negative comment. Now, of course, that's not actually going to happen. People could just ignore it because there's no way that I can enforce that. But I think it would be a fun exercise. Maybe I'll start doing that. One thing you like, one thing you don't like. Either about that particular video or about how I do things. It can be just about any... What the... Oh, whoa. Interesting. That was a new one. It changes once we get inside of it. Oh, yeah. There's some jokes to be made there, but I'll refrain. Oh, mother ass. Oh, I see. Oh, ass. Oh, God, this is not good. Oh, that was close. Damn. You can hold your drink. Barely. That was about 2 seconds from losing that one. Right on the last round. Sweet progression reward. Was that the drinking one? Oh, it is. Ah, yeah, we got the pile driver. Social lubricant. I probably won't bother doing that one. Complete level 10 against all 3 drinking game components. Yeah, I don't think so. That would take too long. And you would just get a Ubisoft achievement. If it was a Steam achievement, I'd think about it. Man, Ubisoft. I wanted to love you guys. You used to suck, and then you like started to listen and fix things, and I'm like, awesome, you're listening and you're fixing things. And then you just started doing stupid shit again. It's like, oh well. There also has been some DLC teased for Watch Dogs. I will absolutely be playing it. Because unless this game takes a horrific turn for the worse later on, I'm definitely very interested in it. It might be in the running for Game of the Year. So far, Game of the Year is looking to be Dark Souls 2 or Watch Dogs. Now, I will say this. Generally, I don't have a Game of the Year. There's usually not a case where I think, okay, this is by far, or maybe not even by far, But not enough to say this game is, without question, the game I think that is the best game this year. That usually doesn't happen. I usually have games of the year, but you could call that a cop-out. It's fair enough. But I don't know, I just usually can't, because their games are different, right? They're different genres and all this. And it's like, well, I like different games for different reasons. And I mean, and of course you could always put it in a situation as like, okay, well, if you could only play this one game for the rest of the year, what would it be? Even that's not fair. Because last year, for example, Northern Lion picked Gone Home as his game of the year, which is, good Christ almighty. But anyway, aside from anything else about that decision, he would probably change his mind if you said that, because I mean it was a fun-ish game, quote air quotes, but probably not a game that the vast majority of people, even if they liked it, would want to play over and over. Aw.
Jerk.
Hey, she's not a jerk. She's giving you a hug. Come on. Ooh, go ahead and check in. But yeah, it's not a game that people would want to play over and over again. Most likely. Again, there's obviously exceptions, but I'm talking about the majority of people who really like the game probably would maybe 2 playthroughs. But that's like, okay, I'm done. But you look at a game like Dark Souls 2, and you could do different builds. You could do New Game Plus. You can try like challenge runs. You could try all this other stuff. Let's explode that. Sweet. Whoa. I love exploding for a cause. Or just exploding. I really don't care. Alright, yeah. I just thought. Anything I can get to over here? Oh. Why do these lines sometimes only show up until when I get the camera? I don't know. Anyway. Wait, what? God, shit ass. Stop that. Or stop not doing that. But anyway, yeah, like so most people probably wouldn't want to play that over and again. But again, Dark Souls 2, a lot of challenge run types things you could do. I want to do a melee build. I'm going to cast a build. I'm going to dexterity build. I'm going to do a no shield build. I'm going to do great weapon build. All kinds of shit you could do. Gone Home, not so much. And, that's not a bad thing. That's just some games aren't designed for replayability. And I think that's fine. I think that's totally okay. So I don't think saying, well, what game would you play if you could only play this game for the rest of the year is a valid marker for what you think the game of the year is. I need to find a good way to do that. If not that, then what? What other way could we say, okay. I wonder if there's... Oh, I bet if I go over here, I can hack what's inside, maybe? Some other way to say, how these conveniently placed boxes. Fucking assholes. How convenient. I wonder if the thing that thing did any good. I bet this can see inside. Yep.